Alright, it's already started. Well, whatever. Hey guys, this is GamerCow. We are playing Pokemon Black, random Nuzlocke. Encountering the Pokemon on the stairs, because why the hell not? Wow, Larvesta. That would not have really been that cool, because yeah, it takes till like level 56 or something. It might even be later than that. It might be like 59 or something. It takes until some absurd level to evolve, so wouldn't have really been that interesting. But it's a Pokemon nonetheless, and it's kind of cool just because it is. I don't know. No, Larvesta's kind of a neat concept. So I do like it. It's just it wouldn't be very useful here. Yeah, we're starting to get into the Ace Trainer territory now. This might actually be the last floor, so maybe it was sort of premature and ended it last time, but I didn't want to go on for freaking forever, so that's kind of why I stopped. And most of these videos do tend to be a bit longer anyway. Wow, Stoutland. Oh, this is scary, because this is going to have dangerous moves against me. I'm going to bank on the fact that my Eviolite will probably make me survive this. Yeah, it's got Thunderfang, that kind of hurts. Yeah, but it doesn't hurt that much actually. Actually, it hurts a lot less than I thought it would, and I think the Scald is not actually going to do very much either. Wow. Okay, so defenses in this fight are particularly good. That's useful to bear in mind. I may want to switch out here. Except not, because I got the burn. Okay, because I got the burn, I don't have to switch out anymore, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take that, because the burn will halve its attack, which means its Thunderfang does pretty much nothing, and my Skull can finish it off. Okay, so yeah, that's one danger Pokemon out of the way. I've completely forgot that that guy had that, but it's fine, because Aquafino gets to level 35, and that means it has more special attack and all the really good stuff. I don't think we're that perfect, to be completely honest, but we're pretty good, I will admit. But yeah, I know there's a healing thing down there, but I really don't want to just go down and kind of have to deal with a Pokemon. And yes, I could repel, but I don't care to do so at the moment. Just, I don't know, just not something I really want to do, because we're kind of nearing the end of this place anyway. No, I don't want to use that. I wanted to use the Dowsing Machine, because I don't think there's any ever I don't think there's ever any hidden items in this place, but oh well, go elsewhere, blah. Yeah, so obviously this is a grave site for Pokemon, because people don't deserve graveyards in this game, this region. I don't know. Another Swoobat. Okay, this is starting to get a bit obnoxious here. Because Swoobat is kind of, you know, Psychic and Flying is kind of really good against most of my dudes, and it's got freaking Amnesia and Why? I can still get away with what I did last time against it, I think, but still, it's stupid. Attract! Oh god, no. I think my reactions here is just sort of showing it all. Attractions, 50%, I don't know if it... Wow, really? You've got both Amnesia and Calm Mind. Okay, now I'm starting to get a little bit scared of this thing, because I can't freaking attack it, oh god. And it's got Air Slash. Are you serious? Okay, I might actually lose a Pokemon here. Unless I can Aqua Jet finish it here. If I can finish it off before it does any more damage... but I can't, and it does more. That's gonna hurt. Ow! Oh god. Right, what the hell do I do here? Because nothing else I've got, in fact possibly nothing in general I've got, is gonna outspeed it. I have no flying resist. I have no special defensive tank. I've got nothing against this. It becomes a question of, do I bank on a 50% chance of getting it killed with Aqua Jet and possibly lose Aquafino if I don't get it? Or do I switch to somebody else and possibly lose somebody else because I have nothing against that? The only other thing I can switch into is Dweevil. It's not going to be able to take more than one hit. If that Swoobat outspeeds me... This is the absolute worst situation I could possibly be in at the moment, and I don't have a choice but to go for the Aqua Jet. There we go, thank God for that. Swoobat! I never thought that would be the most dangerous thing to me here, but considering a Trat kind of really screwed me over there. Anyway, Gothorita, I am going to switch out of this thing. It's the evolution of Gothita, obviously, but I am going to switch out of this because I don't think I can survive an attack from it at this point, so yeah. What really strikes me as weird about this, it should have been a part Dark type as well. Go figure, it used this future sight, but yeah, how was I to know? But yeah, it really should have been a part Dark type, I think, because yeah, the pure Psychic typing just doesn't really cut it for it. It's supposed to be like a goth girl thing, right? So it's supposed to be like black by nature, so why isn't it a Dark type? It learns a lot of dark moves as well. It gets stuff like Feint Attack and yeah, I don't understand why it's not a Dark type. It's just one of the many things which is very wrong with this generation, actually, but we won't go into too many of that, you know, detailed stuff, because that would be silly. And, well, if I wasn't using Aquafina, this might be scary, but I am, so it's not. Alright, where were we? Oh, there's an item down there. I did not even spot that. Wow, I could have missed that, and that would have been very bad. Because that item is Shadow Claw, which is one of the big things to come in here for in the first place. It's basically the Ghost type version of Slash. It's 70 base power, 100 accuracy, 15 PP, high crit chance. And it's a very nice move to have around, because it's a Ghost type attack, and they're pretty useful. I could not get away from Gabite, and now Sandtomb is keeping me trapped in. God damn it! Well, I didn't want to kill you, but you kind of forced me to kill you, so you brought that upon yourself. Encore. I don't want to learn Encore. Encore's nerfed this gen because it only lasts for 3 turns now, as opposed to, I think it was 2 to 8 before. But at level 36, Aquafina is going to be our first starter to fully evolve here, because that's what happens at level 36. It gets to its final stage of evolution. So this is my technically 3rd fully evolved Pokemon, I guess, because Audinote was kind of already fully evolved. A lot of people really don't like Samurott because it just looks weird compared to Duot. You know, Duot looked all badass and whatnot, and then Samurott's kind of just, nah. I don't know, I don't think it's that bad. I'm definitely not teaching you Slash, that would be terrible. But it just doesn't really fit what Duot was doing. So that's why I guess people don't like it. And look at that sprite there, it's just like, ugh, I don't know, it just doesn't look that good. Anyway, it has a good amount of offenses. It's got pretty even attack and special attack. Its defenses are not that bad. Again, very poor on special defense though, which is not good considering my team is very bad at special defense. Its speed is fairly bad as well, but that's why it's got Aqua Jet, right? To get the priority move on that instead. So, I don't know if this is going to be its final moveset. I've got to think of what else I might want to teach it later. It's definitely going to be close to its final moveset if it's not that. In fact, there is definitely one move which I will be teaching it instead of something. But that's for a much later date, so yeah. I guess technically Nidoking is fully evolved as well, so I lied. It's like my 4th fully evolved Pokemon here. But, yeah, we have 2 more which still need to evolve, so that's interesting, I suppose. Both of them are going to evolve fairly soon, so that is good. I do like that as a prospect. having all my evolution stuff up is definitely something I would want to have. Is there an item up here? No, there's not. Obviously there's not. So yeah, we're at the top of the tower, Skylar is over here, and there was actually a hurt Pokemon here, but she took care of it. Aww, Max Revive, that's awesome. We can't use Max Revives, however, so yeah, you kind of do have eyesight like that, especially considering up here you can see the cloud cover and stuff. Yeah. Okay, character the person is there, blah blah blah, so we have to go ahead and ring the bell. Yes, we shall. It's a nice symbolic thing, that, I've got to say. Pretty sound indeed, yes. So yes, Skylar is the leader of the gym, using flying types. And that is very, very scary, because I have nothing against flying types. Even Galvantula is not a failsafe against flying types, because it is neutral against flying attacks. And even up here you can encounter wild Pokemon. Wow, that's a thing. Huh. Didn't see that coming, but okay. Okay, now the real question here is, am I going to be able to dig out of here? That sounds like a really weird thing to say, but if Nidoking can use dig in here, I can't, right. Okay, so I'm going to have to go down the manual way, which means I'm going to have to put a repel on and all of that fun stuff, right? I will meet you back down in the city, I guess. And that pretty much means I'm not going to be using Psyduck over here, because the careful nature cuts its special attack, which is one of its few good traits, ups its special defense, which is okay, but it needs its special attack, and that just... no. So there's another Pokemon I'm almost definitely not going to use now, because of that, and even just that alone. That's the problem with these sorts of runs, I guess, is that you can't get the Pokemon with like the nature that you would like sometimes, or even just the ability can mess up stuff, but there's a lot of things which are left up to chance, and I'm not getting particularly lucky this run, I will be fully honest, so yeah, there's just a lot that can go wrong. And we're seeing quite a bit of that here, I suppose. But anyway, Freshwater Man, please give me fresh water. This gym confused me quite a lot the first time I came here, but yeah, flying types do have quite a few weaknesses. The problem is, I don't have very many of them. In fact, I have pretty much none of them. So yeah, you can see my team. I've got these two which are weak against flying. This one is kind of generally weak against the secondary types of flying that we've seen so far in this game, being Psychic and Water. And this one's actually neutral against flying. Everybody else, well, I've only got two of it, so obviously that doesn't help. But and Audinought's okay, but you've seen a lot of the flying types in this game are specially based, which means that she's not gonna fare very well. And Aquafina is sort of in the same general position. They're just not gonna do that well against flying types, which means I'm very worried about this gym. Anyway, it is one of my favourite gyms ever with the gimmick of it, because the cannons are just incredible, seriously. They are absolutely brilliant fun to mess around with, and yeah, that's one big reason why this gym is cool. And we also get workers in here, which is not the sort of person you would expect in a flying place, but considering the flying in this game is all about airplanes and cannons and stuff like that, there's a lot of machinery there. So yeah, workers in this one kind of do make sense. Now, what are these levels like, actually? That's one thing I need to know. They are 32. Okay, so maybe Skylar's not going to be that high leveled, and maybe Galvantula is just going to be able to clean sweep this. That's my best hope at the moment. I don't know. Taunt's not going to do much to me because I'm going to be attacking anyway. Stops me using Milk Drink, but I don't really need to use milk drink in this situation because I'm at full health. So yeah, it just does nothing to me, which I'm very happy about, obviously. More tranquil, more birds to murder. Can I get a Zen Headbutt flinch here? That would be kind of nice. No, because it uses detect. Well, at least I'm not using body slam on that move actually, because that does help my PP conservation, but a freaking double detect now. This has happened a lot so far, and it's fucking annoying, I've got to say. Triple... Really? Okay, for those who don't know, the chance of detect working, and to detect, protect, and all moves like that, the chance of them working halves with every successful use. So, it starts off at 100%, then the next one is 50, the third one is 25%, and if you somehow land that, the next one would only be 12.5. But to get 3 in a row is pretty difficult, actually. I think it's no better than a 1 in 8 chance. It might actually be worse than that. I don't really know how the stats would work out for it, but it's a pretty damn low chance of working like that. So it's always annoying when it works 3 times in a row, but when it works 3 times in a row in a situation where you're not getting hurt for it, like you're not burned or poisoned or leech seeded or anything like that, it's just stupid. It makes more sense on like Subseeders and stuff like that in competitive play now, with where you use like Leech Seed and Substitute together. It makes sense then. It's a nice little, you know, move to use at that point. And Protect is actually quite nice in competitive in general, because a lot of people use choice items, so they get more power or more speed, but they lock themselves into one move. So if you use Protect when a new Pokemon like that comes in, you get to see what move it's deciding to put itself into, and you can switch out to a perfectly good counter, and it's great. So don't get me wrong when I hate on Protect and Detect here. They are not terrible moves in general, it's just they're completely pointless and obnoxious in the main game itself, because they're never paired with anything that actually makes them good. So that's why I rag on them so much, because they're just really the most annoying moves in the world when it comes to playing in-game. That's that. So yeah, this dude has been a pilot since childhood, apparently. That is a pretty weird way of wording it, but I can't really fault him for that. What I can fault him for, however, is using just basic old Ducklet here. I don't remember when it evolves, but I think it does actually evolve by now, or pretty much by now, so you totally could have evolved this, dude. You're kind of terrible for not evolving it. And also, Udinord is kind of terrible for not quite killing it there. That sort of sucks, but oh well. This is a slight disadvantage, I guess, is that, well, Miltank is very fast and very physically defensive, which is nice. But it's not very powerful, and it's definitely not specially defensive, so you could almost argue, why am I staying in here? Well, it's because I'm at full health, and this dude has got Reflect. Man! Man! Ugh! There's nothing else I can say to it, it's gonna stop me from getting that. I get the paralysis, which is nice. Wow, it's actually light screening as well. Okay. Sure, you do that. I can't fault you for it, I suppose, but it does mean that you get no damage done to me, so hooray, I get another level up. Yeah, you can see only 78 attack for a fully evolved Pokemon at this point is not that amazing, when it doesn't really learn any other attacks that would be great either. It's just not that special. Anyway, obviously if you use that cannon to go that way, that's going back. This is what confused me quite a bit when I played this on stream the last time I did, because I didn't actually realize that, hey, you can go here. It's not exactly a difficult thing, I just wasn't paying enough attention or something, I guess, and I didn't get it. So Yeah, I was kind of dumb last time, but oh well. There are still 2 more trainers to fight in this place, and my PP is getting kind of low. Didn't want to do that. Maybe I should use a ether here, if I've got one to use, which I do. I have 5, wow. Yeah, definitely going to use an ether so that I can get my body slam points back up. And we shall continue, because, you know, Unknown's just going to clean sweep these guys. I don't see why not. Target lock acquired! Oh no, we're getting shot down in a dogfight with Pokemon on the ground against a dude called Chase. Oh god, Unfezant. Unfezant is kind of okay. I suppose it'd be like Unfezant or something if you're trying to say French stuff, but I can't exactly say it with that. But it still freaking uses detect. Oh, but why? We don't have choice items in the game. We don't have any reason for that. Why do you insist on using detect for no reason? The problem with Unfezant really is that it kind of gets all special based attacks, and it's terrible at special attacking. It's all physical in nature, but its learn set is entirely special until you get to Sky Attack at like 50 something. I think it's nearly level 60 that it learns that, which is very, very bad. There you go. Last trainer is up here. And that's kind of okay, because I do sort of want to get all the trainers done here. At least I think this is the last trainer, because I'm pretty sure it just loops all around now and we don't actually fight anybody else. So, yeah, Swoobat. Another immortal enemy of the ages at the moment, because I don't have anything against it. It's not that it's particularly strong, it's that I don't have anything to combat it. But I think it's okay, because Carmine is all special based. It is still very fragile, so my physical attacks should be able to take it out pretty easily. Hopefully. Yep, get the paralysis, so that's fine. Because now I can just go ahead and body slam, finish it off, and it's all hunky-dory. As weird as that is to say, that is exactly what it is. So, yeah, level 35. That's pretty good, actually. Because now, well, I still have 80 attack. I guess that's not completely terrible. I mean, I've only got 77 speed, but I think that's because Pico worked out the IVs of this thing, and they all suck. Captivate! Oh, that is a tempting move at the moment, but it would only work on opposite genders. That's the problem with Captivate. I don't know why there isn't an equivalent to this thing, but I'll at least say what it does. If you're fighting the opposite gender, then they have 2 stages less special attack when you fight it with this thing. But the unfortunate thing is that it has to work on the opposite gender, which means it only works on males. We're going to be fighting Skylar soon, who were sort of all females, I would imagine, because, you know, it's freaking Skylar. She is female herself, and we've established that so far that almost every Pokemon in this game is sexist. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that she's going to be using all females, which means it doesn't work. Now, it really gets me, because the physical attack stat can be lowered by both Charm and Feather Dance without any conditions on it whatsoever. Ow! So why can you not lower special attack without the condition of the opposite gender thing? Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I am going to probably just save here and end this video thing. I think I might be okay for Skylar at this point. I think I'm going to obviously bring in Dweevil first, because Dweevil's the best thing I've got here. And I'm just going to have to hope. So, this has been GamerCow playing Pokemon Black or Random Nuzlocke, and next time we're taking on Skylar. I don't know if I need to do any more training for this. I'm actually going to take the cheaty way out and probably just look this up. Or maybe I'll just go ahead and play more just now because I can. I don't know. Decisions to make, whatever. That's going to be something you guys all will have found out next time. So yeah, join me for that then.